Hello and welcome to the first math video. Now, this math video is for people who were not in class last week. So this is a review of what we did last week. So, this is how to multiply by one digit. So, the two numbers that are being multiplied together are called factors. So, 6 is a factor, 9 is a factor, and of course, if you multiply them together, you get 54. 54, the answer in math terminology is called the product. And so, when you have two factors, you multiply them together, you get the product. Now, normally, if the factors only have one digit, you write them horizontally like this. But when the factors have more than one digit, you write them vertically, just like when we were adding and subtracting. Now, you are going to want to use your laminated multiplication chart, which is in your locker. So, you always want to put whichever number has the largest number of digits on the top. You do not need to line up place values when you're multiplying. It's kind of the opposite of what we were doing when you're adding and subtracting. So in this case, 12 has 2 digits, 3 has 1 digit, so put the one with more digits on the top. The longer number should always go on the top. Once you've got that on the top, you put the smaller one on the bottom, and then you're ready to go. It's written vertically. So you've got your two factors, and then you do 3 times 2. You look on your multiplication chart, down the 3's until you find the answer to 3 times 2, which is 6. And then you do the tens column, 3 times 1. So if you don't know, you look down the 3's till you get to the 1, and now that's 3. So you put your 3. Here's your product. Here's your factor that has 2 digits, which is why we're writing them vertically. Now, sometimes you're going to have examples where the first 2 digits are going to give you an answer with 2 digits as well. In this case, 5 times 7 is 35, but I cannot fit the 35 in here. I can only put the 5, and then I carry the 3 to the next column over. So then I do 5 times 4, which is 20, plus the 3 that I carried, which is 23. So that means my finished product is 235. Now, in your math folder, the very first page, page 1, are all examples of this, where you've got factors with more than one digit on top and 1 digit on the bottom. So we're going to do 2 of those examples together. Use your multiplication chart to help you if you don't know your times tables off the top of your head. So, page 1 in your folder. The very first question on page 1 is 12 times 7. The factor on top is larger, longer, because it has 2 digits. 7 times 2 is 14, so I put the 4 and I carry the 1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus the 1 that I carried is 8. So this is what it should look like in your notebook. Let's try number 2 on page 1. Number 2, I have 342 times 8. This is another example of more than 1 digit on the top and 1 digit on the bottom. 8 times 2 is 16, you carry your 1. 8 times 4 is 32, plus the 1 that you carried is 33. Carry your 3. 8 times 3 is 24, plus the 3 that you carried is 27. Obviously, I don't need to carry the 2 from the 27 because there are no more digits. There's nowhere else to carry it. So it stays in my answer. It stays in the product. So this is how you have to do the rest of page 1 in your notebook. If you have questions, ask help from Kenny. And don't forget, you can rewatch this video. You can go back, pause it on certain aspects of it. And also don't forget that these notes are important to have in your notebook as well.